Hello and welcome to your first lab. So you made it to this page. This video has been replaced with the one you're watching right now, and yeah, let's get you going. So go ahead and open up this file, and let's start reading it. So I'm going to go through all the terminal commands you need. Don't worry, just get your virtual machine running and ready, and we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get you the starter code, which is really just a bunch of blank files this time, but normally it's going to be very useful to have this. So start up your terminal, and please then navigate to where you want your stuff to be saved. So for example, maybe you have a shared folder that you made for yourself on your desktop of your host computer. Get to that. So use cd to get to /media/sf_ the name of that folder. Just like that. There it is, it's empty. And perhaps you want to make a lab00 folder, but I'm going to do this for multiple classes. I will make first a CSCI40 folder. You do not have to. I'll go into CSCI40, and then I'll make another folder called lab00, let's say. Or, you know what? No. That's all we need. That is all we need because of the command that I give you. Sorry about that. Okay. So, now you're ready to get these commands going. So the first thing you'll do is say refresh starter code. Okay? And just hit enter, and it'll download the latest version of the starter code that I've uploaded for you. Okay? And so apparently mine is already up to date. That's fine. No worries. And then you will copy the folder from the starter code into the folder that you're currently in. That's what the dot stands for. It's the folder that you currently are in. Okay? So if anything goes horribly wrong, I'll show you how to drag it in just a second. But this is the idea. Copy -R for recursively. So /starter code CSCI40 /lab00 space, then a dot. Hit enter, and now your folder should have some stuff in it. It's got that one lab00 folder. Okay, and if something went horribly wrong, in the left-hand side you can see your shared folder, where I made all my stuff. And then, if you make a new window of these, I guess we'll just open up another one. In other locations, computer, starter code, CSCI40, lab00, here are all those files. Okay? So you could technically copy this directory and paste it to where you want it to go. Just don't touch the stuff here. That would mess up things, I think. So yeah, as long as one way or another, get these files where you want them to be. And currently, they are all completely empty. Okay? But these will be the ones that you turn in with the right names. Alright, so if we go to inside of this folder, hit ls, there they all are, vim hello.cpp, for example. Actually, we're going to use nano for you. Nano hello.cpp, it is currently just a blank file. Alright, Control X to exit. Alright, so make sure you got those files there, you're working in the correct directory. And now the first thing that you're going to do is write a hello world program. And this is the one that I'm going to help you the most with. So you need to make a program that when you run it and compile it like this inside of hello.cpp, it produces exactly this output, and then a new line, and then like the prompt is on the next line for the terminal again. Okay, so let me give you a quick example. Let me nano that file again. And please use Vim if you want to learn that. Use the vim tutor command that I talked about. So let me get you most of the way there, because I've done this already, right? In class. In main. And that. Then we'll return 0. And we'll cout hello world. And obviously I'm not doing the exact thing that you need to do. It needs to print something else. It needs to print that. But once you're done and happy with your current version of the file, you'll hit Control X for exit. Save, you want to say yes, Y, and hit enter again because you want it to save over the same file. Okay, so now if you go back into Nano, you can see that it's been changed. Hit Control X for exit. All right, now we will compile and then run this program. So G++ standard equals C++ 17, all the fancy good stuff you remember from lecture. hello.cpp -o hello, and then we'll say /a.out. Oh, I'm so sorry, /hello, getting ahead of myself. /hello runs the program and it prints what you wanted, and then a new line. Okay, so that is most of the way there for this assignment. Okay, the next thing you'll do is write a program that prints exactly 3 lines, and it looks like this. All right, make sure, because you'll have to print this / character, you'll have to escape it. So you have to print the character 2 backslashes, and that turns into just 1. All right, so make sure your output looks like that for that file. And then finally, you are going to write an average of 3 numbers program. Okay, so when you run it and when you compile it and run it, it'll be an average.cpp. For example, this is what it's going to do. It's going to take 7, 10, and 15, add them together, divide by 3. All right, so you have to output prompts that look exactly like this. And if you were to run your program with this exact input, you should see this final line, the average is 10, okay, because it's integer division. All right, yeah. Make sure to test it on other inputs too, of course. So yeah, make sure you compile your code with that one, and then, or at any point in time, you can turn in all of your files and perhaps get partial credit, okay? Turn in as much as you want. It will not hurt your final grade. Just turn it in before the deadline. All right, so in order to turn in your code, you will use this command right here. All right, dun dun dun, and that's your rubric down there. I don't think it's very important to look at that right now. What you are worried about is getting all this stuff turned in. So let me just put this up here. There we go. So once you're done, say, or you want partial credit, you want to check that you did the right thing, you can say turn in lab00, it's like an email address, at CSCI40. It's got to be exactly that. And then you'll say hello.cpp, and then all the other things too. Technically, you can just give hello. It just won't give you credit for the other ones. So you can give all 3 files, hit enter, and then it'll ask you for stuff. What's your server username? So remember that. It's your last name _ your student ID. And then type in your server password, which I hope you have changed by now. Hit enter. It'll take a hot second, and then it should, in theory, say submitted successfully. If something went wrong here, please yell at me, and I will fix it, because that would probably be my fault, unless you turned in a weird file name or something weird like that. Yeah, so that's that, and now you wait for the autograder. And, well, let me go force the autograder to run. Whee! No, not that one. I want to SSH autograder. Don't mind what I'm doing right now. You'll never see this. Whee! Okay. I forced it to run. It will run on its own within 15 to 30 minutes for you. So you'll just check back. Go have a snack. Come back once you want to see how it graded your stuff. All right. So then you'll say refresh-grades. Hit enter, and then you'll type your information all over again. Blah, blah, blah. And it'll say some messages, things like that. I don't see any error messages. This looks pretty normal to me. And I think we're good to go. So then you'll say view-grades to look at your grades that you just refreshed. And you don't have to keep calling refresh if you just want to re-look at the last one. You can just keep saying view grades. All right, and then it'll give you a list of all the grades that it's downloaded for you. And then you'll say, all right, which one do you want to look at? I'll say 0, because that's the only one that's here right now. And so you'll hit Q to stop looking, and you can use your arrow keys to move around. But right now I have no credit out of 9. So here was my output. Here was the expected output. So obviously it's not the same. And then some other errors because you gave blank files. All right, so this one's pretty close to being correct, and then the other ones you'll have to do some work for. But that is the workflow that you will see. Hit Q to stop, and just for fun, in your home folder, I also saved the last grade that you looked at if you want to look at it in some other way. Double click. There it is, last viewed grade. Open with text editor, I guess. And there it is. Okay. And please yell at me if things are going wrong. Come to office hours if you need extra help. I'm here for you. But that is your lab. So good luck, and yeah, please yell at me if anything goes weird.